This is going to be a tray flip tip video. It's more aimed for people that can already tray flip, but if you're learning how to tray flip, this video is still helpful to you, so keep watching. And this video is mostly about what the front foot is doing. So obviously the scoop is the most important part of the tray flip, but what your front foot does really is the icing on the cake, crossing of the T, dotting of the I. You get the idea. The difference between the board doing the full flip or just landing upside down. Tray flips were already a pretty consistent trick for me, but this tip is just going to help you keep them more under control and get them more consistent. For example, if you sort of miss a tray flip and they're just sort of either landing upside down or kind of far away from you, this tip is just going to help the board stay right underneath you the whole time. So even if you're not landing it, it's going to stay with you. I'm going to try my best to explain. Most of you know when you tray flip, it's not so much a flick. It's more the board catching on the side of your foot and you're just pushing it, giving it a nudge to get it to start that flip. It's raining outside, so I'm doing this in my van, so I'm trying my best to show you. A lot of people explain the tray flip when you're learning as the scissor kick, or like a fly kick sort of thing. Your back foot's going behind you and your front foot is kind of going off straight ahead. But instead of doing it like that, I've started to think of it more as a stepping forward sort of thing. So I'm scooping and I'm hopping forward with my front foot, like a hop forward. And this results in my foot sort of going diagonally forwards, more towards the heel flip direction. But because of the way the board's scooped and is flipping, it catches on the kick flip side as I'm sort of pushing my toe forward to sort of the heel flip position. And this keeps the board underneath my foot the whole time, so I can catch with the front foot every time. I'm hoping this makes sense. I'll break it down now. So you can kind of see in this still here that my front foot isn't so much flinging aimlessly in front of my body like a ninja kick. I'm almost taking a step forwards towards the direction that my board naturally wants to go due to the momentum of me scooping the board. So you could see from those flat ground tray flips, even the ones that I didn't land, the board was underneath me the whole time. And then I wanted to try this new sort of thought on the hip, because normally if I miss a tray flip on the hip, it normally results in the board kind of spinning away from me and just not catching it at all. So here's my first few attempts. So yes, that is an unusually long hip, and your eyes aren't deceiving you because my camera has a gyroscope in it, so it should be perfectly flat. But you can sort of see that the whole skateboard kind of goes uphill. But anyway, those first 3 attempts that you saw there, even though I didn't land them, you could tell the board was underneath me the whole time. It definitely gave me the confidence then to just go for sticking them properly. And in these next few clips, these tray flips were just back to back, like I just had them on lock because of this new technique.